This is the Behind the Line podcast, and this is Pacific Northwest Headline News in 3 minutes for Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell has finally announced the end to the city's eviction moratorium. The moratorium will expire on February 28th, and he says that landlords can go ahead and start evicting tenants who have not paid rent. It is believed about 60,000 people in the city of Seattle are behind on rent. I mean, these people had to know this was coming. You can't just go and not pay your bills for years. At some point that money comes due, and those landlords have been footing the bill all along. The Seattle City Council is considering a proposal that would require certain companies offering gig work jobs over online platforms to provide a minimum pay rate dependent on factors including time and mileage. Gig workers organizing through Working Washington shared their experiences with council members hoping to pass a series of legislation impacting work conditions. People in Seattle are going to complain themselves out of any of these opportunities. The whole point of gig work is that it's flexible and you work when you want to. You start slapping these companies with a bunch of regulations that they don't have anywhere else, they're not going to offer these jobs in Seattle. More socialism at its finest from our city council. Federal officials say a Portland man tried to open an emergency exit door during a commercial airline flight last week from Salt Lake City to Portland. According to court documents, 31-year-old man was seen pulling on the handle with his full body weight before flight attendant demanded he let go. The affidavit says the man told police he did it so passengers would videotape him and he'd have the opportunity to share his thoughts on COVID-19 vaccines. Come on, people. Give me a break. This kind of weird crap's got to stop. Portland mayoral aide Sam Adams has written a memo suggesting the city eliminate unsanctioned camping on the streets and sent homeless people to 3 mass shelters staffed by the Oregon National Guard. The shelters would have a capacity to hold 1,000 people each per night. Most Portland progressives dismissed this idea. However, this sounds like a pretty good idea. These people need to be taken off the streets. Portland and Seattle, many cities in California, something has to be done. California's indoor mask mandate will be ending soon. However, it will stay in place for kids in school, even though these kids are the ones who need these mask mandates lifted more than anybody. And hey, it's okay for 60 or 70,000 people to gather in a large stadium in close quarters with each other, screaming and yelling and spitting and drinking beer. No worries there, but make sure those kids keep their masks on. When are these blue states going to realize the damage they're doing to our youth? This has been Pacific Northwest Headline News in 3 minutes. For more, visit BehindTheLinePodcast.com. Thanks for listening.